Now guys, I am not in any way sponsored or get paid for this. I just love phones and I want to share and inform people, and I love what I'm doing. Hello there guys, this is Marky from Afforditech, and it's 2021, and right in front of me is last year's Xiaomi's flagship phone, the Mi 10 5G. Now the Mi 11 is coming, but is it worth your money this 2021? Or you can just settle buying this Mi 10. I've been using this phone for 3 months now, and here's what I have to say. Now before we start, here are the basic specs of the phone. The Mi 10 is a well-made phone. You can appreciate it once you get a hold or feel of the unit. It's on par with the likes of Samsung flagships and Huawei's. The phone quite held up to my expectation and does give you value for money. In terms of price to specs ratio, it's definitely cheaper than other brands, but you won't feel nor see it that way once you get a hold and use the phone. For months that I've used the Mi 10, it still looks like new. Well, it has a Gorilla Glass 5 front and back, and I slapped some tempered glass and skin on it, making it more protected. The only issue I had with the build is it's very slippery. Well, given this is a glass phone, and even if the tempered glass and skin is installed, you better be careful when you're using it without a case. It seems like the phone is afraid of me. Well, I'm not jerry-rig everything. It just so happens that we both have that similarity. Maybe the phone is afraid of that.
Shiny! I will sparkle like a wealthy woman's neck!
Well, kidding aside, the phone really feels premium in the hand. With the time I had on the phone, I haven't felt any lags or frame drops or anything. It is very obvious because this phone has the 2020 top-end processor, which is the Qualcomm 865 processor, and the 90Hz refresh rate helps a lot with the browsing experience. Although its younger brother, the Mi 10T Pro, has higher refresh rate than this, it makes up for it for having the better panel, which is an AMOLED panel, which has deeper blacks and more punchier colors. Honestly speaking, if I have to choose between the Mi 10 and the Mi 10T Pro, I will choose the panel of the Mi 10 because of the AMOLED display. Now let's go to the camera department. This would have been a pretty solid camera if it had a telephoto lens. I rarely use zoom, and if I do, I just use my other phone with optical zoom to get the job done, since one of the weaknesses of the Mi 10 is zooming. As you can see, when you zoom in 10x or more, the quality degrades so much. Well, it compensates by having a very good wide-angle camera and a very good primary camera, which has a 108 megapixel sensor. In bright conditions, the Auto HDR also handles the final image respectively, where you can still get details even if there's too much light behind the subject. On the front camera though, I usually have problems with taking selfies where it tends to overblow the background. In regular lighting conditions though, the selfie camera is just fine and it can take a well-detailed shot. And when it comes to video stabilization, I am impressed with the phone. At 1080p 30 frame rates per second, it's very stable even when you're walking. The Mi 10 is pretty good at these levels of setups, and it's also pretty good even when you're running. Unfortunately, I haven't tested the 4K 30 frame rates or 60 frame rates per second video. Well, we can just assume that stability is not as good. With regards to battery life, with 3 months of usage, I did not see or felt any degradation of the battery. I can still use the phone for a full day with light to moderate usage. That means casual gaming, browsing, mixed with using data and Wi-Fi. Well, of course, this will depend on your usage habit. Maybe you're wondering, I haven't mentioned a thing with regards to call quality and signal because I haven't had any issue. I mean, this is a flagship phone. There is no excuse for it not to have a great inbound and outbound call quality, unless your telco provider sucks at providing the signal. What I enjoyed the most with the Mi 10 are the great sounding speakers. They are that good that I don't use Bluetooth speakers anymore when I want to listen to music or play some videos. I'm not saying they are as loud as a dedicated speaker, but they are loud enough. When it comes to Xiaomi's MIUI skin of the Mi 10, I honestly prefer installing a different launcher, like the Nova launcher. Maybe because I got used to it and it's more user-friendly, but that's just me. Though I really like the super wallpapers of Xiaomi, the animations are so cool. Now, for the past 3 months, I tried my best to use the stock MIUI launcher, but I can't accustom myself on how to use it. Again, it's just me, and we all have different learning curves or preference when it comes to Android launchers. In all honesty, I really like the Mi 10 and used it quite a lot compared to my other phones. It has a cheaper price compared to the competition and doesn't disappoint when it comes to performance and build quality. Not to mention, it's on sale right now where if you purchase the Mi 10 256GB of variant, you will get a free Mi Essential scooter worth 14,990. Now, if you don't call this a deal, then I don't know what it is. Now guys, I am not in any way sponsored or get paid for this. I just love phones and I want to share and inform people and I enjoy it. Now, if you happen to like my video guys, you can subscribe and hit that bell icon. And we'll see you next time. Have a nice day. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.